Brandon and Kyle here, and today we're going to be talking about the speed of your eccentric and the implications it has to handling load in the bench press. Kyle, go ahead and get down and get in position here. Far too often we see individuals trying to rush the eccentric, and it ends up looking something like this. There we go, just like that. Beautiful.
Without a pause.
Perfect. Perfectly terrible. Love it. So the reason that people usually do it is because there's this thought out there that if we go really fast on the eccentric, you're going to waste less energy. It's kind of a natural thing we try to do by conserving energy by going fast on the eccentric. But we need to understand that that's not going to necessarily be as applicable, which we'll get into in just a second. But furthermore, if you're a power lifter and you have to pause at the bottom, you don't end up getting the elasticity benefit. So the two main reasons people do it is to conserve energy and to get some elasticity towards the bottom. But if you have to pause anyways, one of those benefits are completely gone. But also, we're about 50% stronger on the eccentric anyway, so there's really no real concern with wasting energy. Furthermore, going that fast on the eccentric, your repetitions get extremely inconsistent. If you saw Kyle doing the bench press there, his reps were here 1 rep, dumping 1 rep, going to scapular elevation the next rep, just not good. It's putting him at risk of injury. It's also putting him in a position where he's not ingraining a real good motor pattern. He's not going to be in a position to where he can handle as heavy loads as he otherwise could if he was consistent with his repetitions. Very important to note there. Kyle, anything to add?
So a lot of people think about the stretch reflex, right? Well, think specificity. Brandon and I were just talking about the combine test. You'll see guys going as fast as they can, bouncing the bar. In powerlifting, we can't do that, right? We can't bounce the bar. There's less time under tension. If I can do as many reps as possible, as fast as possible, I can probably bounce a couple off my chest and maybe squeeze out 1 or 2 more reps. That's very specific for their application. For us, for fighters, wrestlers, powerlifters, if you want to be good at the bench press, control that bench press. There's other ways like plyometric push-ups, depth push-ups, and other things we can do to be explosive that won't deteriorate our barbell bench press path. So pay attention on why you're why the specificity of your bench press is programmed. Again, if it's specific for like a combine test or a throwing athlete, we may want a little bit more of that speed in the eccentric. Specifically for strength training, powerlifting, we're saying control that to your chest so you have better control off your chest and thus better technique.
Exactly. Go slow on the eccentric so you end up in a better position because the concentric's the hardest. Set yourself up for success.